And then you ask me, whether I approve of violence. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense at all. Whether I approve of guns. I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. Determined to be in this, right? Excuse me, sir. Can you get? And also, if you're new here, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kashima. I'm also known as the Vixen of Soul Food. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. All right. Make sure you subscribe, okay? This dog. Anyway, all right. I'm back. So yesterday, I got my hair done. Before I start talking, I'm gonna say this, okay? Just in case anybody, ever decides to say anything, I'm gonna say it. I'm letting y'all know right now, like, I'm not a drug dealer, but I'm like a drug dealer, meaning, you know how, like, the guy who hustles, you might see him in the same outfit, like, maybe 2 or 3 days in a row. That's me. Now, I don't know if he washes his ass, but I do. So, like, I'll put the same hoodie on, or, like, anyway, all right, enough of that. I wanted to vent real quick and show off my hair because I got it done and it came out so nice. And I'm hoping that it lasts me until the weekend. All right, so listen, I wanted to get this out. Today is Wednesday. Happy hump day to everyone. So yes, today is Wednesday. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe like 9. I'm not even sure, but it's pretty early. Um, anyway, I wanted to get this out. Like, I don't really rant on my vlogs, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna be doing all kind of stuff, like, on these videos. But I wanted to talk about these 3 things that are pet peeve for me. So, one pet peeve is, alright, it's with the guys, okay? Maybe a guy can explain this to me in the comments, but I have this question, right? So, like I told y'all, I'm single, and I did say that I was gonna start, dating and stuff like that, or just like, interacting with the opposite sex, like being nice. So, if I'm having a conversation with you, if it's not conversation, if I'm conversing with you, either through text message, FaceTime, whatever it is, DM, wherever we decide to converse, right? And we've never like hung out yet, even if we've met in person, but we've never like hung out like that. Like, we didn't go out to eat, we didn't take a walk in the park, nothing like that. We never had a day or nothing together. Um, and you feel the need to express your sexual desires to me, and even if it's really subtle. So I'm going to give you a prime example. All right. um I'm going to actually put the example uh, in the video, because I'm just gonna show you an example of what is a pet peeve of mine. All right. So examine the example, right? And then we're gonna break that down. So as you can see, the conversation was going pretty normal. Like for me, I thought it was cool. Like there was nothing in there that reeked, hey, let her know that you would like to eat her up. Now, whatever's in your head, I can't control that because I'm not telling you not to think about it. But I don't feel that it's appropriate. Like that's to me is a complete turn off. Like I don't even feel like I'm being extra. I feel like that don't do that. Now, if we're already dating, right? We already done. You know what I'm saying? We already done crossed those waters. Yeah, I don't mind you talking like that. You can talk spicy. But if we ain't never like, how you even know I even like you like that? Like I ain't even let me get to like you. Like I might like you just enough, like on some, like like on some. Oh, I like him because he's funny, or I like him because he's cute, or I like him because I can learn something from him, or you know what I'm saying? You're not even giving it a chance. Don't do that. So that's like one. That's one of my pet peeves. Okay, so that's one. My second one is I don't know what's been going on, but people have been hitting me up, offering me stuff, and then saying, well, how much would you give me for it? I'm gonna see like where it was going. It wasn't giving me I'm selling you vibes. It was giving me I'm up and coming. You seem like you know what I'm saying? Even the introduction didn't give off like say what it is from jump. You can't do that. You can't feed me a fucking banana and then right, that was my MO, right? Well, not for me because I'm a girl. Anyway, like I was saying, focus. You can't kind of like will me in like that and then think that like nah, now I'm turned off. Now I'm mad I even follow you. Like that was corny. And then I feel like I don't have to check you. I'm not going to check you because I feel like that's not my business. 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna take it wrong, or I don't know. But I just feel like, why would I do that? That's like me saying, hey, I'm selecting a few of my supporters that follow me, and I'm randomly picking people that I'm gonna, send $50 worth of food to, or even if I say I'm picking random people that I'm gonna send a plate to, whatever. And then after they go okay, and then they give me their name, their address, or whatever I'm supposed to drop it off, then I go, oh, how much would you be willing to donate? Bitch, I'm donating this stomach because you didn't say that that's what we were doing. Like, that sounds crazy to me. Or am I bugging? Because I'm like, I might be bugging. I don't know, because that sounds weird. That was weird as fuck. And it's not the first time it's happened to me. It was just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Now, my third and final pet peeve, but I don't really want to call it a pet peeve. I want to call it like, I just want us to do better as a people, as humans, everything, right? So this is my third one. My third one is mindfulness. Okay? So come bring it in because I need you to know what I mean. Mindfulness, right? So I know I don't feel like I'm talking about the basic mindfulness. I'm talking about just being mindful of who you are. Okay? Meaning know your limits. Know what you're comfortable doing and know what you're comfortable not doing. Like, I get that a lot of us is healing, a lot of us is on journeys, and we're learning how to, navigate emotions and different things like that. But I'm going to be honest with you, like, I feel like when you're, like, leveling up, and I don't care what it is, it could be at your job, it can be in, your personal life, whatever it is, your business, whatever. And you like in like a good motion, like you on a roll, you don't want nobody kind of like triggering you, right? You feel like your circle, you're gonna get triggered. You're human, but you don't want it to be careless triggering. That's what I mean by being mindful. Like, don't be careless with things that, like, be conscious. Like, know yourself. You can't just do it sometimes. So I ain't gonna front. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because I feel like that's where a lot of friendships and relationships and business ships, however it is, go wrong, because there's a certain kind of mindfulness you have to have when, like, you're dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? I know my triggers, and the ones that I don't know, when I feel it, I note it. Like, wait a minute, this just triggered me. I never felt this before. It doesn't happen all the time, but I know my triggers. So meaning that's mindful to me. Meaning if I know my triggers, I won't put myself in certain situations with people, because I ain't gonna front. I feel like you can't put me in a situation. Like, oh, well, what if the person put you in a situation? Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, I don't know. You can't really do that. Like, I kind of put myself there too. Like, any situation that's happened in my life, anybody, we all should do that. If you're not doing that, do that. If something happened in my life, I have to hold myself accountable for my part too. Even if the person did me wrong. That's, you know what I mean? Even if they did me wrong. All right, what was going on with Kashima that was letting that go on? Because it's different if somebody did something to you once and you immediately was like, no, I'm not dealing with this because I already know this is going to be a thing. Even if they tell you, no, it's not, it's going to be a thing, right? Let's say we all lived our lives like that. That's not normally what happens, because that's not life. Life is a learning experience. So we go through shit. And sometimes you're going to go through shit with people. Because I've gone through things with people and I don't really like what happened, I don't hold them accountable too long. Meaning, like, yeah, I might have my moment of feeling like, damn, oh, that was fucked up, and you might be upset for a little while, but eventually you have to get to the point of where did I play a part in that, right? So that's the mindful I'm talking about, is where you playing a part in triggering and stuff. So reason why I'm saying that is because I've had, a situation recently with a friend, and we are working on something together, and I feel like she wasn't mindful about her triggers. And it was like, when I said something about it, like when I said, hey, like, fuck's going on? Like, it was some resentment there, like, not resentment, resistance. Because it wasn't resentment, there was a resistance there, like, so. And I'm like, it wasn't just that, it's other things too that I realized, and even with myself. So what it is that I'm working on that with myself, and I know there's people who do that. There are people who are mindful. You get aware of yourself. That's really knowing yourself, to me. Because that's when people say, oh, you got to know yourself. It's not about the little shallow things. Like, oh, well, I like taking walks in the park, and I like eating ice cream on Saturday, and I like getting my hair done every week. Yes, those things matter too. But I'm talking about knowing yourself, doing that real shadow work. What really trigger you? What are you really not talking about? Like, what? And it's okay, because you don't got to talk about it, but you got to talk to yourself about it and work on it. So that's what I do. And because I do that, it's hard for me to not see when other people don't do it. It's just like, but you got to be more mindful, because if not, you're going to argue with people, or you're going to get, like, I feel like this. I really want friends that's going to check me,
if I'm fucking up or something ain't right, or if it's like we're at an age where your friend should be like, nah, yo, you should do like that, or you know what, you bugging. Don't be that way. You know, and it's not always about bad shit. Even if I'm being mopey, it's like, bitch, you ain't being yourself. What the fuck going on? What's happening? Like, you should be able to feel me, feel my energy, read me. What the fuck why are we around each other for?
So I feel like this: if I consider you friend, because I have associates and I have people I utilize for certain things. Same thing with me. That's another thing too. Everyone's not my friend. I have people in my life that I know for a fact I would probably be considered the trophy friend, or the friend who's like, fun, and you're not telling me all your personal OZ business, but you might hit me up when you want to have fun. Like, everyone has a role in life. So I don't feel, but if you're in my like immediate circle and I consider you a friend, right? And I come to you and tell you that I'm seeing something, and then I get resistant. And it's not you get it all the time, like, but if you get resistant, it does give you a, like, what the fuck is, what was that? Like, what's going on? Why we got attitude? Why is it not, hey, like, what happened? Like, so it's like this. Like, a lot of us don't want to do the shadow work because we know it's hard, it's painful, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. So I know I probably dragged the third one because to me, that one is like one of my biggest pet peeves right now. So what I've been doing is I don't throw things on people. If I'm working on something with myself and I realize that, maybe the people around me or whatever, like, are not probably on that kind of time, at least not yet, because I don't ever feel like, oh, you ain't gonna ever be. And even if you don't ever be, but the people, if they're around me and I realize, okay, they not here yet, they might be coming, but they not on this chapter yet, I'll I'm gonna know my triggers, so then I'll separate myself, or I might limit those kind of conversations, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. I just feel like mindfulness. The the ones who get it, y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. The ones who don't probably gonna be like, this bitch was just rambling for about 15 minutes, and that's okay. You know why? Cause this is a judgment-free zone. Okay. The point is, it's just to get to know me. It's not easy picking up a fucking camera and talking to yourself. But I mean, for me, it is a little bit because this is not bad. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to yourself. But technically, I won't because I'm gonna put this up and y'all gonna hear it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm really liking this hair texture. I use like the it's by Pretty Proper. They have like a hair line that's like, it's like crimp. It's nice, like really natural. I really like it. I feel like my crimps might last though until no, they not. I'm gonna go to Marshalls and buy me a crimper. But yeah, so listen, thanks for letting me share this. I wanted to like just get that off my chest because yeah, I don't know. Like, I just been paying attention to just energy and stuff around me, and because I've been doing that, you know, I just be noticing shit. And because of that, I stay to myself a lot. Cause when you doing shadow work, I ain't gonna front. You can't be around people, not like that. And some people might take it personal. They might look at it like, oh, you acting funny, or you this, and it's like, no, like, I don't want to be triggered. I don't want to trigger nobody, especially when I know what kind of journey I'm on. It's different. It was like, I ain't on nothing right now, so it's whatever. I'm on some right now. Like, I'm on focus in a different way. So I'm kind of like, if you ain't on my kind of time, you ain't focusing, get the fuck out my way. Don't come bothering me. If I want to be bothered, or if you then I'll come out. But don't come just being around and we just gonna be triggering each other and probably fuck up a decent association or friendship. So
Even that's being mindful. If I know I'm a certain kind of person, some people get judgy when they start going on their journey. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's your prerogative. That is your business. That's their business. Just don't go around fucking up nobody else's shit. Listen, Tabitha Brown said it best, because y'all know I gotta throw her in here. But she said it best. I mean, she said it in her own words, but I'm gonna say it in mine. My whole thing is this, like, her whole thing is like, have a good day, right? Be good. Do you. Whatever it is. Even if you wanna have a bad day, just don't go messing up nobody else's stuff. Meaning, like, don't mess nobody else's vibe up, though. Like, do your own thing. Stay on your time. But you got people who the whole, misery loves company thing. And, you got people who, probably just go and just want to be up under people because they don't know how to be by themselves and sit in them feelings. You gotta sit in that shit. You gotta feel that. Like, I'm starting to realize that's just what life is. Things is gonna happen. Some gonna be really good. Some gonna be like, damn, that's fucked up. Some gonna feel like, damn, I dropped the ball. Some gonna be like, wow, I really caught that shit. It's gonna be ups and downs. It's really a learning experience. You know what I mean? It just sucks because the way that we're programmed is like schooling. So like school, right? They give you the lesson, right? You get your lesson and then you get your test. So you have time to study. Life don't work that way. You get tested, then you get a lesson. And sometimes niggas don't even catch the lesson because you still going through whatever the test puts you through. So it's like, listen, I really try to not hold on to stuff, and I also try to not let my mind control me, meaning you sometimes can't control your thoughts. Like, I know they say you can, but sometimes you can't. Like, I ain't gonna front. Maybe somebody gonna have to tell me otherwise, but sometimes I feel like the thoughts that shoot in my head sometimes throughout the day, I can't fully control them sometimes because you're getting thoughts being generated because we got so much technology around us too. So it's like we're all, it's subliminal messages and everything. Shit, walking down the fucking block, you get about probably 50 subliminal messages, like from post signs, trucks driving by. So your mind can go. I watch myself just from walking my dog. I walk my dog and I get like all different kind of emotions. I might look at a bird and think of like a moment or see a tree. And so point is this. You have to just try your best to like not dwell. I feel like a lot of the issues that, we feel and stuff, and I know this is probably going far. You're probably like, what the fuck is this talking about?